Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tour de France 2023. This is episode 13, or the start of a new season. I will be changing things up a little bit this season. I'm not going to need to be in the breakaway every single stage. But that doesn't mean we're not going to go in the breakaway on some stages. And for this first race, with 3 stages up for grabs, a sprint, a hilly, and a mountain stage, this first one, this sprint stage, is the best opportunity to get the kilometers you need to get that combativity award plus one other stage. We will stay in the group for at least one of these, but it'll be either stage 2 or 3 depending on profile. Attacking from the off and already coming up on the first King of the Mountains classification spot, it's going to give me an opportunity here to maybe get this first point uncontested. In fact, I'm 30 seconds ahead. I doubt anybody's going to catch me in the next 3.5 kilometers. So really good start there. I'm going to keep pushing until we get through that KOM point, and then we'll start to sit up a little bit. And in the meantime, 50 seconds ahead of the peloton and solo. Minute 50 ahead and still solo. Nobody else has gone off front. We pick up the first point, and we might have enough of a gap here shortly to remain solo long term. Second point, one other rider did attack here finally. He's 38 seconds behind us. Peloton's over 5 minutes down. We are going to be first over the top for this one yet again, even though he's only a couple hundred meters behind me. Now we've got 2 points already. Third climb, and Brayet is just 10 seconds behind. He's not quite in contact, but we're already climbing this third one, so I'd like to stay ahead that little bit longer, get the third point easily, and then let him make contact, because that'll almost guarantee that we can hold him off for the remainder. Meanwhile, Peloton 7 minutes down. Could this be a day for the break? Brayet just 7 seconds behind now. Push a little bit harder to hold him off. 10 seconds back. He is closing that gap, but he will not catch us before, and we've claimed the first 3 points. Let's go ahead and let him make contact now. Okay, and we head for the fourth climb. I'm going early. I saw an opportunity to pull away. I've taken it, and we've now gotten 12 seconds on Brayet. We're out of red bar, but he will not catch us at the top. We came off a corner and attacked. Meanwhile, the peloton had closed up a little bit on us, but not much. 650. Healthy gap here with 118 kilometers to go. Brayet does not regain contact as I sped things up, but we also didn't go into recovery. We rode on like we were going for it and burnt up our energy. I've already used my long-term stamina gel, and so I've had to manually get in here, slow things up a little bit. Now recovering. Brayet looking to regain contact. Peloton has pulled back roughly a minute. But the slight uphill nature of this sector is nearly done. We are just about at the highest point that we will see of the day, elevation-wise. And we're going to see a long, slow downhill descent here for a while, which is going to give me a better chance of continuing that recovery. Let's hope that as I speed things up, with the two of us working together, we can recover some energy. Coming up on the first intermediate sprint of the day, 4:30 to the peloton. I'm supposed to be faster than Brayet is, and we are inside 1 kilometer. I'm waiting a little bit longer. I'm probably going to go after we come out of this corner. Going a little too late. Oof. I almost caught back up to him there. I wanted to go coming out of that corner. He went right before it. I should have responded and just gone for it then instead of sitting on. But we've got another climb coming up here in 4K. I've won all 4 of them so far. I've already guaranteed the jersey at the end of the day. So we've picked up our first 2 points of the season guaranteed. And I should have the combativity as well, so that should be 4 points today earned. Now inside 4 minutes to the peloton, so we can't push on too much longer like this. But this is a good time to keep the tempo up as we approach this climb. Those guys just now going through. You want to take over, Bryett? Go ahead.
2 kilometers from the top.
Come on, buddy. There you go. We'll follow him for a moment. 1.6k, 1.5k. He slows down a lot. Give me a little bit of recovery. But I helped with the gap a little bit, back out to 4:15. Coming up on 1k and beginning the climb. This one's into the orange. It's a little bit steeper. We're at 6.8%. I will need to go relatively soon. We don't want to save it too late and have him steal the point from us. Probably coming out of this corner. He's gone early, so we need to go. Come on. Again, we're not able to. He goes early and gets us. That's twice. The good news is we have our gel coming feed zone here in a moment. Second intermediate sprint. I want to try to get this one. We're 1.4k out, so for now we're going to sit on Bryett's wheel. 3:20 to the peloton, by the way. He's already picking up the pace. Wow, just nothing on the acceleration piece. They were claiming I'm better than him, but we weren't overtaking him. He got both of them. Final 32 kilometers of this one. The last 2 KOM climbs are coming up. All worth 1 point. I'm going to go ahead and gel up now to help us with our recovery. Peloton just 118 behind, so the breakaway victory seems unlikely at this point. I don't think we're going to have enough tempo to hold these guys off, but we could absolutely go collect this one more KOM point anyway. I'm going to have to go earlier, obviously, as the guy who went first in the four points we've been together to contest. The one who went first won all 4. So we are going to have to make the first move here. Inside 1k and beginning the climb. Here's the steepest section. We could push past that and then it won't be as bad. Okay, now we're looking at 600 meters. Time to go. This time I get the jump. And you can see with the jump, the acceleration piece, I get out ahead of him and I'm just holding him off here. Oh, I run out of energy right before the line though. Wow. We fade in the last 20 meters because we run out of red bar. That's the first time that's happened. That's the first time that we've had that close and faded literally right on the line. We had him beat by half a bike length, and then the last 25 meters or so, the red bar ran out and we lost that last couple pedal strokes. And he just overtook us from half a bike length to a quarter wheel behind. That does push us back out to 1:20 over the peloton. And we do have another point coming up shortly, and we might still be at the head for that. 2k to go to the top, and the peloton is now just 17 seconds behind us. I'm going to attack earlier this time and try to drop Bryett, which for now does work. There you go. He has been dropped. We got just out ahead. I'm going to gel up here briefly while we continue on at our maximum pace. The main reason for doing this was not just to drop Bryett, but it was to give us a chance to still be ahead of the peloton at the top and collect that one more KOM point, which would give us 5 on the day. We are now approaching the top. Bryett's been caught by the peloton, which was what I was worried was going to happen to me. But this attack has given us a new life, a new lease on life, and 1 more point. 5 of 7 were ours for the day. 5 of 9 overall, and just 2 of 6 since Bryett caught us. So that was a good move. Gives us a 40-second advantage over the field. We do not have the energy to maintain that sort of pace, though, do we? We are nearly to the top, though. Can we hang on? Probably not. It's only 40 seconds. 13K. I don't think they are going to let me stay away, but we will go as hard as we can for as long as we can. Briette out the back. Same place we will probably be going if they catch me too early. 20 seconds. It's not a steep enough descent to get any tuck to recover. 10K banner.
Another 10 kilometers. It won't be easy.
The combativity part is great. Last uphill swing. Almost out of energy though, and I'm caught by the field. Okay, we're not going to recover anymore. Now it's a matter of trying to hold position and not drift back too much. So we're having to speed up more and more here. I was able to gain a few bike lengths positionally on that one, so that was good. You can see a big acceleration from everybody else. 2K. Okay, let's up this speed here. Okay, don't lose the group, don't lose the group, don't lose the group. Uh-oh. Right on the finish, right on the finish. I think we're still in contact. I'm literally the last rider in the bunch, but I do believe I got... Briette's the only other one who was left out there. So he and I were the last two. But I might have just done enough to stay in contact with the group here at the end. Let's hope they give me same time. I was 148th out of 149 riders, but I do get same time. So if there's going to be ambition with the GC, we have succeeded with that. We already have 166 kilometers combativity, and neither of the two stages that are left involve that number of kilometers in the entirety of the stage. Meaning, stage 2, no one can catch me regardless of who goes in the break. No one can catch me on stage 3 unless they also were in the break on stage 2. That's going to be our key going forward. If we get a 2 or 3 rider break in stage 2, as long as it's not the same 2 or 3 riders, we will take the combativity. But the other thing that I'm looking at now is the KOM. I have 5 points so far. That's not a lot. There's going to be a lot more points available than that in the next 2 stages. Final 15K of stage number 2. And besides the 2 intermediate sprints, we're talking about a very, very easy, straightforward stage. There was a single category 4 climb. There was a simple breakaway of 4 riders. Those 4 riders have just been caught, and we are heading to the final punchy finish on this stage. And for the first time, I am using my teammates to improve my position to help me out. Ucha Brooks, our weakest climber, is set to protect me. We are also protecting Van Hoek, our other leader and new rider on the team. Ucha Brooks still here to help me out. 7.7K. Okay, time to gel up again. Just use a little bit more of it. Tempo's much higher now. Sprinters starting to go out the back. Or is that some of the breakaway riders? There's quite a few riders that are out the back. I don't know who all was in the breakaway other than Kwiatkowski, the biggest name of the 4 that was there. I'll pay attention to it after the stage. 6K to go. Cat 2, I'd love to be in position to contest this stage and have something in terms of boy, I'm pushing awfully hard here though. Okay, here comes an uptick in tempo. An uptick that I think we can manage. 4.4K. There's that gel. That gel is gone. Let's refill that red bar as well, as we are going a little bit deep here. I'm not thinking about winning this stage. We're not that punchy. Our acceleration's not that good. But I'd like to finish as high up the order as we can. And this is definitely the kind of tempo that is required for that. We still have 3 kilometers to go on this climb. Plenty of blue bar, no problem on that. We're going to get to the finish. It's that red bar that's running a little bit thin, though I have improved that position to 18th now. Final push, 400 meters. Just a soft attack now. Now pushing hard. Top 15? I think I got a top 15 there. It was actually a top 10. That was ninth. That was good enough for ninth. Marc Soler takes the stage ahead of Kelderman and Guerrero. But I got ninth place there. Ahead of Ciccone, ahead of Hershey, ahead of Poles. Soler, 5 points for the Category 2 climb, though. Matches the points that I have. And Soler takes the KOM jersey as a result. Third in the Young Rider classification. We are 7th as a team right now. And in terms of the combativity, Vermeersch picks up the most kilometers ahead of Kwiatkowski, Farron, and Stibar. Nobody else was a threat in that. Those 4 are the only ones that could possibly contest on the final stage to take away the combativity away from me. Until I got into what we're up against scenario-wise, I hadn't made the decision whether I wanted to go in the break today or not, but I've decided that I want to. There's already other riders who were in the break on previous days that are here, so I'm not the only one. And I'm going to back off a little bit. 40 seconds ahead of the peloton already, and in all, we're looking at 14 riders off the front, including guys that were in the breakaway yesterday, but I have more than enough kilometers off the front ahead of those 4 that all I have to do is be in the group today. The one thing though is that if I'm going to get the polka dots, I've got to be winning pretty much all of these climbs, because that Category 1, I don't know exactly how many points it's going to be worth, 8, 10, it's going to be a lot of points. 12 of us in the end, but only 17 seconds ahead of the peloton right now, meaning we are not confirmed that this is going to be the breakaway as of yet. Too many riders. Fairly short stage. Can't afford having these kind of issues for very long. I actually might use a little bit of my red gel now. Peloton back together. Peloton makes contact and I immediately counter attack and get off the front solo. I back off and nobody else. They're all countering me. A lot of these guys are sprinters, I think, trying to counter the fact that I'm in the points classification, but I'm not actually interested in that one at all. Millard is interested in the break. Velasco is interested in the break. Those guys are attacking on their own. But a lot of the guys that are attacking are sprinters. And I think it's just because they're worried about me grabbing enough points to take that jersey away from them as well. Though really I'm not. If Rudy Millard and I can get away along with Velasco, I'd be very happy if it was just the 3 of us. Velasco struggling to keep up with Millard though. Blocked me off a little bit there as I try to follow through. I don't have any red bar to attack with, but I have a fair bit of blue bar to stay on his wheel. We are a minute 40 ahead. This could be an ideal scenario if it's the 3 of us getting away, but the KOM points is going to be the trickier portion. Neither one of these guys were in the breakaway yesterday, so they are not a threat to my jersey, but taking the jersey is going to require taking more KOM points. So I will have to beat them head to head, and that's something that's going to be a little tricky right now. Millard's definitely a better climber than I am, or at least I would assume he is. Velasco, hard to say. More of a domestique. 2.5 minutes ahead though. We are definitely established as the breakaway. And right now, following Millard is giving me some red bar recovery. And gives me a little bit of a chance to be able to attack him. Okay, 1.2k from the top. It's really not steep through here either. Do I want to go for a surprise attack? Right now, neither one of them are coming through and taking turns. I've been taking all of the turns lately. I've got the prime position, 600 meters. Let's get that little head start coming out of there, and that might be enough. We got it, we got it. And sitting up. 2 points. That puts us back in the lead of the jersey. We are borrowing the jersey today. It's not actually ours. Soler technically has it. He and I both on 5 points, though. Now I have 7. The one that the other teams were worried about, it was the green jersey guys who were worried about me getting off the front. I'm 7th with 41 points. I don't know quite where that puts me. If we look back at the peloton, I can see that DeMar in 4th is at just 50 points, 20 at this intermediate, or 19 or 18. Either way is definitely going to progress us in that. But it's not like everybody behind me is not going to also contest it. If I get 20 and at most they get 17, I'm only gaining 3 to 6 points to 7 points on the main contenders. I don't think I'm really a contender for the green jersey, but we'll go for it. 1.3 from the intermediate sprint here, following Velasco for now. I can't follow much longer. I think these bushes here on the left, I'm going to go. Nope, he goes right before that. Come on. Get in the slipstream a little bit. Use it to accelerate past him. I'm going to run out of red bar in just a second, but we get over the line first right as I'm running out. So I do get the maximum 20 points. Nice. We'll see what happens in the standings behind. Like I said, at minimum, that means we gain 3 points on anybody and everybody. But it depends on what their order is on how many points the green jersey contenders get. Neos, Ackerman, Stibar, Welsford, Hofstadter, Milan only 9th. He only picks up 7 points. I gained 13 on the overall points leader. DeMar only picks up 4, as he was one of those main contenders. So let's see how that looks for us. But I think our position will certainly have improved a fair bit. Next climb, next 2 points on offer, and even though I have the lead in the jersey, that Cat 1 at the finish line is going to offer a fair number of points, so I need to get more. I don't know if 11 points is the target that I need to have. I would think something along those lines, and so 7 right now, which means I need to take a couple more. 1K to go to the top of this one, following Velasco for now. I've not really contributed much for the last little bit, setting myself up here. 700 meters, we need to go sooner rather than later, so we go early. And it looks like that was enough. I'm already going a little bit easy. And we got it. 2 more points. Coming up on our next intermediate sprint. A climb first, but we're going over the top now. It is a downhill on the way to the intermediate sprint here. We are still 1.5K ahead of the peloton, 2.5 minutes up the road. So again, we've got a chance to contest for the 20 points. Maybe something for the green jersey. Already coming up on 1K though. As soon as we come out of this corner, I think I'm gonna have to attack. Pushing for the pace. I'm definitely going for it when they are not, which means we are definitely gonna get it. Able to sit up a little bit early. 20 points. Ooh, actually it's more than 3 points gained here. It's 2017 15, so it's dropping off. 4th place is only going to get about 13 points. We're talking about gains of minimum 14, and we already saw that the current green jersey wearer did not do well. No wonder they didn't want me to get in the breakaway. There's a chance. Thiessen, Ballerini, Stibar, different order also for Mirsch. Our green jersey wearer picks up no points at all. Soler picks up 1. Okay. I don't know. I don't know where we're at with that green jersey. But man, oh man. I think we might be in the mix. We might be in the mix for the points jersey. For the King of the Mountains, for the polka dots, we certainly have the lead. We are on 9 points right now. I think my target needs to be 11 plus, so I need at least 2 more points. This, the only Cat 4 of the day. I'm going to wait till very late. I don't want to waste energy for this one. I'll take it if they don't contest it, but I'm not going to push hard for this one. It's okay if I don't get this single point. 2 more Cat 3s. 4 points available for those would put me at 13. I like those climbs a lot better than pushing too hard now. So we are already at 500 meters. I'll wait until the last 250 or so and then go.
It doesn't seem to be a good day for him.
Nah, backing off, backing off, backing off, backing off.
Here's the positions over
That's
the
fine.
last
They can
climb.
have it.
The
2.5K to go.
1 minute behind your group.
Cat 3. This is the one that I want. And I've already seen that going earlier is better with these guys. If left till very late, they'll certainly go for it. So 2K to go. Peloton is splitting up 84 riders inside a minute. Which means I need to push on here soon. Oh, Millard. Millard is attacking before the climb. I think this was more about getting me to come through and take a turn. 1.3. Definitely approaching the top. I want to attack coming out of this right-hander, but I need to be in position. So I had to give a little bit more than I wanted to give on the way in, running out, but we got it. 2 more points. That's 11.
No more energy to
That's
attack.
11. That might be what was required. All right, we have 2 climbs to go. 1 Cat 3. I'd love to still be at the head for this one, but we're only 33 seconds. And then the big Cat
30
1.
seconds ahead of the
I come through, and then he immediately starts to attack. It's like they want me to come through, but they want me to set a tempo that's quite a bit higher. 32K still to go on the stage. That's a lot of climbing. It's a lot of kilometers still left. Every time I come through to take a turn, they're immediately accelerating and really hurting the group pace. Let's just go. Go ahead. Now, see, they sit up if I follow. If I follow, they sit up, so we're in a tricky situation here.
I
I think we're just going to have to set a slightly higher tempo here. 4.5K, just 21 seconds ahead of the peloton. Let's go ahead and use some of that gel now. 20 seconds ahead. This tempo they are almost okay with. It's only 17 seconds, and it's not like we have a chance at winning the stage. But if I have a chance to get 2 more points in the KOM, I might have to take it. 3K. Peloton just 12 seconds behind. And we begin the official climb. Should I attack early and then climb our maximum pace? I might have to do just that. Just 11 seconds ahead of the peloton. I think I need to go like right about now. Coming out of that corner. Ease off through there, back to the speed, use up our red bar. Inside 1K, I'm 8 seconds, 10 seconds ahead of Velasco. 19 seconds ahead, I'm okay. I'm okay.
30 seconds.
I will make it over the top. 2 more points. That's 13 now. And now just the peloton behind. Hershey picks up 1 point. 27-second advantage. Combativity award is already mine. KOM. I'm 6 points ahead of anybody else. If Soler wins this final climb, he'll have enough points, but depending on how it goes, we may have the King of the Mountains. We may have the points jersey as well. 23 seconds ahead, almost out of energy. I'm just trying to stay ahead as long as I can. Oh, I blew up. I was trying to counter that, but okay, I was backing off. Set myself up for my tempo, just climb my pace. See a number of riders getting dropped here. Bryett. 70 riders on up ahead. So right now we are riding for 71st position. 15.7 kilometer climb already. 1 kilometer behind us. 6%. fairly consistent climb pretty much all the way.
The climb is ranked as
Front group approaching the finish line now. 2K to go for them. I'm just inside 5K, so well behind. I have moved up my position from 71st to 62nd now, so I am passing riders out here on the road as they get dropped. It's ultimately climbing faster than some, and certainly had I stayed in the group, I would have been more competitive with this, but it's fine. It's not like I'm ever going to contend with top 10 under these kind of circumstances, this type of profile. I think this has been a much better outcome. But with 10 points available at the top, and I'm sitting on, 13? I'm liking my chances today, but it's not a guarantee. If Solaire wins the stage, I'm screwed. Oh, Solaire takes the win. Are you kidding me? Solaire, who wasn't the favorite, takes the win, takes the jersey. I will not win the King of the Mountains jersey. He picked up enough points. He's got 15 total. I took all but 1 point available to me today, and it got me to 13. He gets the 10 points available to him, wins both of the 2 finish climbs, and he's gonna steal the King of the Mountains jersey off my back. I'll finish second in the classification. Kelderman finishes second on the stage, pulls third. Menkis, Jesus Harada, Norris da Plus, and none of my teammates. Van Hoek finishes 11th. Now 50th. I'm into the top 50. 300 meters. A little harder to the line. Can I get 48th ahead of Morkov? I think I did. I did get that throw at the line, so I got 48th on the stage. Small little victories. 10:46 down overall, though. But Solaire wins, and by over a minute. So not only does he win the overall, but he will win that King of the Mountain. So I lost 1 jersey. But what about the points jersey, and what were the final totals, and where did Van Hoek finish in the overall? He got a 11th on the stage, same time as 3 other riders. So can he crack the top 10? Will he be 11th? Is he 12th? What's his total final position? But in the KOM, I pick up 8 points today. Solaire picks up 10, so he steals that jersey. I did get the most points today, so at least I pick up 2 points for scoring the most today. On to the final standings. Van Hoek, 9th place overall, so that's awesome. He managed to squeeze in a top 10, picked up some valuable points for the team. Martinez was 18th. I finished 45th in the overall. KOM, confirmation, yes, I did my math correctly. Solaire picks up 15 points. I get 13. Kelderman gets 11 to take 3rd in the classification. Points, Milan hangs on. Wow, he had enough points for that? I didn't know what his total was because I didn't think we were in it. We moved up to 2nd. So I get 2nd in one and 2nd in the other as well. 12th in the youth rankings. Martinez, Uchabrooks, both in the top 10. We were 6th as a team in the race, and I win the combativity, so I'll pick up the 10 points for that. And overall, I pick up 20 points for the entirety of the race. It's a good total, and after scoring 0 points last year in the first race, our 27 combined as a team is a pretty healthy haul. I am, after 1 race on the year, I am currently 8th in the rankings. That's not going to hold, but definitely a good start. Definitely a better result. 27 points for a team already, close to half the points that we have been getting on a season, and just the first of 3 races. Like, our chances of scoring more points this season than we have in previous, especially after a much better start than last time. That is going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.